I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is
the Family Showdown! Hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome to a Tuesday night of shenanigans and watching Hunter count on papers. Thrilling. Aren't you glad you joined us? So great to see y'all popping into the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, salutations. Happy Tuesday.
Is that right? That can't be right. Hi, everybody. 1, 2,
What can't be right, sweetums?
4, 5, 6,
What
7,
kind
8,
of chaos
10,
have you
11,
gotten yourself
12,
into?
13, 14, 15, 17. I knew it wasn't right. I didn't update our little resolution thing. A resolution where we're going to play our entire combined top 100.
Yes.
In 1 year, we've played 17.
Yeah, progress, baby.
There's work to be done, but we've played 17.
Progress. Wordle. Were you solving today's Wordle?
Huh.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, man.
No spoilers now. No
All right.
spoilers on the Wordle.
All right. Chit chat about Dubs while I go out and find that.
Dubs.
That picture you sent.
Oh, you can't find it, eh? Okay, so we got to go to that Dubs Tea and Eats to find out that somehow we have not known about this little gem for quite some time. It has been around for how many years?
Couple of years, supposedly.
Several years. And it's just been like under our radar somehow mysteriously. And they have a great program and they do little weekly things, but once a month is when they do these little overnight game nights, kind of like Dallas Games Marathon. So if those of you that are familiar with the Dallas Games Marathon, this is like a great new place to new to us. Anyway, a lot of the Dallas Games Marathon people that were regulars before were there. I recognize several people. Hunter saw several more people that used to do Dallas Games Marathon back in the day. So this is really pretty exciting to see that it's like we've got a whole new place. It's regular, it's established. They've got food and stuff, and they've got this cool little program where you sign up and the ticket price to get in is like $20, but it actually goes to a food credit. So it's basically free because you're going to want to spend money on snacks and stuff there anyway. And they have like bottomless drinks and stuff. And they had, good grief, they call it Tea and Eats for a reason. They had a ridiculous number of different kinds of teas and they were really good. I tried a bunch out. And let's see, I'm trying to think what else. We went pretty late for the food stuff, but the snacks and stuff they had on hand were great. And it was surprisingly like, sometimes you think game store, you're not thinking fresh food. You're like, fresh food? That's not the case. Like we were talking about it. I went and grabbed a salad randomly and they had like really nice salads and stuff too. I mean, like actually had more than just iceberg lettuce with some random carrot shavings tossed in. You know how typical that stuff is. No, this was like a full-on like good salad. It was really awesome. Had a really good time. Got to meet Nathan there, which Hunter is getting the picture because it's being stupid on the computer right now. But we had a blasty blast there. Got to play a few games. Had some good times. And once again, proof positive that like we are spoiled rotten and have the best chat in the world because every time we meet you guys in person, we have a wonderful time. And you guys are awesome people, awesome humans. Nathan, again, it was a super fun time. And
all right, so
you fixed it.
I completely forgot. I completely forgot.
And it was just
load up the picture. All right, here it is.
All right, yes.
We got permission beforehand from Nathan.
From the infamous Nathan.
All right, here we go.
It was so much fun.
Let's see if I got this right.
Yeah, it'd be fun to go to Dubs again. That was fun.
Oh, it's way too big.
What was that?
Let me
Was that
resize.
the top of your head?
Let me resize it.
Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
Yeah, they got a sneak peek of a corner of it.
That's a teaser. It's a teaser trailer. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Let's try it again.
Nathan was super awesome.
There we go.
Yeah. Now it shows up and you can actually see everybody.
I can see me out the side too. Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, it was a fun. Rebecca kind of already hit all the high points. It was a fun trip. It was surprising, like she said, that they've been around for a while, and we had absolutely no clue.
Yeah, and it was like this was a really fun surprise for us.
What are you doing?
Rolling down the chat so I can see what's up.
Yeah, so it was there was probably, gosh, I would say 50 people there, which again surprised me.
Cool. It was Yeah, it was.
It was.
This was like nothing but happy surprises, like all the way around. It was just really.
Their
awesome.
library is fairly limited, so I would bring your own games. They do have a selection probably of about 50 to 70 maybe games. They have some mass marketed games. They have some modern games, a mix of all those. No, it was good. We brought our own games just in case, but there's stuff we could have played there that was fine.
Nathan, yes, we have been to New Zealand. His hat was from New Zealand.
Yeah. We did a New Zealand trip 2019, around this time in 2019.
Yes, in 2019, we went in the dead of their winter. It was marvelous.
Yeah, it was beautiful weather. It was chilly up in the mountains, beautiful
Gorgeous
down
hills.
in the everywhere else, and
It was like perfect.
it was great.
Yeah.
Got to see snow. We got to see all sorts of things.
Hobbits.
I don't think there's any hobbits there. But
There were.
It's all where they
You
go.
wanted to be a hobbit.
You
almost
if
turned
the
into a
bus
hobbit.
would have left me in Hobbiton, I would not have.
I think
complained.
if you had been distracted enough, he'd been distracted when you went to open the gate. I think you could have just disappeared into the mist.
Oh, that's
and,
true. I
like,
did go open the
You
gate.
did go open the gate. Yeah, this was great. We had to open a gate to make sure the sheep don't get out because it's inside like a sheep
It's a real farm, yeah.
And so it was magical. The whole thing was magical. So yes, don't get me off on a tangent, Nathan.
All right.
Talk
Well, there you
hours
go.
on
That's
that.
Doug's. We're going to, unless we have a conflict, we're probably going to hit that every month.
Yeah, so yeah, like
Unless
Nathan
there's
said,
like a-
Nathan's probably going back too. So you want to meet Nathan?
And it'll probably be
Come with us.
Friday night. I don't know if we'll do Saturday, but we'll definitely do Friday nights.
Working on what we can make.
All right. Let's do our normal show
We
starter
do normal
here.
things.
Our
I don't think
normal
that's
show
true.
starter.
Don't think.
These are all out of order now.
Oh no! Whatever will you do? Gotta work on my guitar part. Every time I hear that.
All right. So we played 11 games since last we spoke. But some of these are not in our top 100. Some of them are new, so they not very many of them counted towards our little goal. But that's fine. So always go from worst to best. And number 11, I give it a 7. The only game I rated a 7 out of all these,
Oh, the irony.
and that is Splendor.
Which is what he's going to compete in.
It was either
At
this or
the
Seven
World
Wonders,
Series.
and I figured my odds were better in this because I just figured my odds were better in this.
Interesting.
So this is the expansion box. If you're confused by the cover, we tend to keep the expansion box if we can, just to be
Sometimes
different.
because we like to mix it up.
Splendor, it's been around for a while. It's just a collect tokens, buy cards, engine building game. Plays pretty quick. We knock out a game in like 15, 20 minutes, something like that for 2 players. You play with 4 players and their teachers. It can last 2 to 4 hours. What? I've renamed this game to whose turn is it, is what this game's called. So, and 2 players is easy to figure out whose turn it is, because if it's not my turn, it's Rebecca's turn. Just saying. All right, this game's fine. It's a good little engine builder. It can be a gateway, or what do you want to call it, welcoming game.
Yes.
For non-gamers. It's super
Yep.
simple.
Good times.
And fun. We knocked out, how many games we played? 3 games of it.
Did we only play 3?
Yeah, Rebecca actually got
Close to beating it once.
reasonably close in one of those games.
Yeah, that's right. Now I'm thinking about
I didn't
signing
double
up
her
for the
score.
World Series.
I didn't
board
double her
gaming myself.
score in one of the games.
Shush, shush.
I made a horrible mistake right out of the bat on that game, and if I was
Hector.
playing in a tournament, I would have lost that round. Definitely, I made a big mistake. So it was a learning experience. All right, let's move on to number 10. I rated it an 8. We played this one of the games we played with the infamous Nathan,
I like that you're infamous now, Nathan.
and that is the Biblios.
Biblios.
We needed like a quick little game to end the night. Nathan had to bug out a little early, and we were ready to go too, to be honest. And we played Biblios because it's a 15, 20-minute game. It says 30. It's faster.
It's
than that, I
faster
think.
than that. We played what, 2 games of it in 30?
Yeah, we played one. He's like, oh, I can stay a little longer. So we played again. First game we played by the rules. Second game we played our tricked up. You roll the dice to see how many points you get for the different color cards. It's card drafting, auctioning, set collection. Super simple game. Super easy to teach. Plays really quick.
And it's really fun. You know, it was kind of fun to play it 3-player again because we played it 2-player for so long. It's actually kind of fresh again because we didn't play it the same old 2-player.
It's different. It's a easier. I think it's easier to draft a good card for yourself with more players.
You think so?
Because you only get 3 shots in
That's
2 players. You get
true.
4 shots
That's true.
in a 3-player game.
That's true.
So
Or
anyway,
that's, depending on how you look at it, or it's a better opportunity to get a real stinker.
yeah. There you go, man. Biblios. It's an older. It's
There you
old,
go.
oldie but a goodie. Used to be our go-to wait in line game.
It's true.
All right.
It's true though.
So the next game is number 9. I rated an 8 as well. This is one we played live. We knocked out 3 live plays. This is the one that had lots of technical problems because we were testing things out. So it has a big do not watch on it, but yet people are still watching it. And that is Floriferous.
Yay!
One of Rebecca's faves from last year.
This is such a good game. I love this game.
Seems to be a theme here. This is a card drafting set collection style game.
A theme of awesomeness.
Super simple. If you like Herbaceous, you'll like this game. You're drafting the cards a little bit differently. And there's gold cards that you can draft rather than, I think the gold cards are set on Herbaceous.
Yes, you have the
card.
3 different like little pots.
Yeah,
And
so
they are
those are
very
set. This one you
specific.
draft
You can draft them.
your point card.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
similar to Point Salad, and if you played that, you drafting cards. Some of them you draft are things that help you score points, and some of them are how you score points. So it's a choice. How many of the point scoring cards do you draft? How many of the cards that tell you how to score points do you draft? It's kind of a little hit and miss kind of thing. Anyway, it's a good little game. Good little game.
Very exciting.
Another quick one. This one says 20 minutes. It's probably faster than that, especially with 2 players.
Although when you're getting tired at the end of the night and you're just kind of slow, it's good 2-player. You'll take that full time.
All right, let's go on to my number 8. All right, I rated an 8. All of these are 8s. That is Space Base. Space Base, like this. Space Base. So we got the next one. I mean, you saw it, and if you watched our last video, we did an unboxing at the end. We got Bad Company in the mail from Europe. But we decided to play Space Base to have a compare and contrast. And since this one's showing up sooner than the other one, we know we like this. I like this one a little bit less than Bad Company because we did get it played.
We're gonna have a discussion about this.
So Space Base is it's a dice rolling. If you played Machi Kuro, it has a lot in common with that. Basically, you have a bunch of a board in front of you with a bunch of different spaceships that are. If you roll your dice, it fires off that number. So if you roll a 3 and a 6, your number 9 can go off, or you can do your 6 and 3. So you have a choice. You can split them, or you can combine them and do one thing, and you get that whatever that is. And then the other players can utilize the dice as well to do their alternate action. There's basically when you upgrade your cards, they flip over and they become alternate actions. You can get a bunch of alternate actions, but only one main action. So you're interested in what's going on in people's turns because you're going to get a little Benny potentially from other people's turns.
Or a lot of bennies if you do it right.
Yeah, or a lot of Bennies if you do it right.
Stack
It's good.
up
It's
those.
fine. We've decided that we probably just like the base game and not all the extras. We played the Shy of Pluto campaign that added a bunch to the game. We just played the base game. We don't add anything in. So
It's fun, but
she likes this one a lot more than I do.
I'm gonna keep this on the table because we're gonna discuss.
Are we?
Yep.
Oh, you like that one better?
No,
Oh.
not
The
necessarily.
next one
But
up,
that's
so I
part of
don't
the
like it
discussion.
that much
Part of
more
the
than
discussion.
Space Base. I rated an 8 as well, Bad Company. But there is actually a gap between those two. There's some space between here.
Mind the gap.
But it was the next one that we played that I liked better than it, but there's a pretty good gap between the two. If I was doing decimals, it would be like maybe an 8.3 and an 8.7, something like that. So anyway, Bad Company, it's very much like Space Base. Same thing, you're rolling dice, you're firing off, getting stuff, and people can get alternate actions on their turn as well. What's different about this one is you upgrade your main action rather than having an alternate action that gets upgraded, and your main action goes on your turn, and the other players get to do a main action. Well, but this game, you roll 4 dice, you're going to get 2 pairs of dice, and the main person gets to do both sets, and the other people get to pick one of the 2 to do as well, so they get like a lesser action as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the reason I like it more is you don't have that main and alternate action. You just build up your main action, And then other people's turns, you use that same action when they take their turn as well, which is cool. And then there's other things going on. You're running from a cop, you're drafting more cards, and all kinds of things going on as well. Completing contracts. This one's just got so much more going on than that one. This is like the kiddie end of the pool, and then you got the deep end of the pool. Kiddie.
Somebody's off the deep end.
So what were you gonna say?
Well, a couple things. First of all, Cameron apparently in the chat's on fire with the bad jokes tonight. Good job, good job.
What's that?
Making fun of since this is space base, would the expansion be called space expansion? I liked that. They did miss an opportunity there. For sure.
Shy Pluto is much better name. No.
What? No, it should have been space expansion. That would have been absolutely glorious. Okay,
the expanse of space.
That's stupid too. Okay, so comparisons though, it's like
night and day. Yeah, I agree.
No,
they're very close.
No, they're really similar, but it's one of those that kind of scratch a different itch in a way, because this one, like you said, this one's all about what people have on their off turn and building up. Like in this one, I have so many cards. I get so many cards, and I end up with a stack. And in this one, you don't buy as many cards.
You only get like 7, 8, 9 cards.
You're juggling more. So if you really like building up a big, like some big hits and stuff, you want to play this game. But if you like a little bit of all sorts of stuff going on, and you run, like you said, you're running from the cops and you're doing different things and kind of balancing the game out instead of just getting the cool stacks of cards so that the dice hit right, then this one's going to hit. For me, it's one of those where there's very similar games, but I don't feel like one necessarily replaces the other.
No, they're different.
They feel different. They feel different.
So here's my comparison. Let's see if you agree with it.
Okay.
Space Base is to Dominion as Bad Company is to Clank.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I suppose that's fair.
Because this is more of a bare bones version of this.
Like this has one basic mechanism, right? This has several things going on. I think that's fair. What do you guys think? Those of you that have played these, because like Nathan, you can weigh in on this, I think, right? What did you think? I'm curious, for those of you that have gotten a chance to squeak this one in, like, what do you think about that?
Not many people played Bad Company. Unless they've gone to
Okay, well, you may need to join us and play a game then at some point.
All right, my number 6. This one got a bit of dropsies compared to what
this would go on my cooled list.
Yeah. So anyway, so this one is, so the Lacerda games had an order. I think the order has changed of which one I like best. Because this game is bar none, in my opinion, the hardest one to teach.
IMO.
And it is the least rewarding of all of them.
Hello, TJ.
So, hardest one to teach and the least rewarding of the big ones, what I consider the big ones. The big ones are On Mars. I'm talking about the tallest starter games. On Mars, Escape Plan, Gallerus, I'm looking at them right here, Vinos, and Lisboa are what I call the big 5. And then you have CO2 and Kanban.
CO2 is pretty heavy in Kanban.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. It's just they're like second class.
Talk about my rankings of these.
Lisboa, I think, has dropped to 5th place in the big 5.
Ooh, no.
Lisboa, because this is a bear to teach. It is. Like I said, you would think On Mars or some of those other ones are harder to teach. I think Lisboa is the hardest one to teach. And I don't feel like I'm accomplishing as much as I do in the other games.
I totally get that.
Like On Mars, you're building out, you're terraforming the planet, you're building all these little buildings and doing all sorts of stuff. Escape Plan, you're running all over the place, collecting stuff, trying to get out of the city. Vinos, you have this vineyards you're building out, you're creating wine, you're selling it, all this stuff. Galleries, you're getting all these little paintings and artists. Lisboa, you're putting like some stuff, little buildings in a market.
Carl Lou has a theory about that.
What?
She thinks that you like Mercado to this.
Oh, no. Oh no. There's a new, you know what's funny? There's a new thing on Kickstarter. I don't know if it's still out there. There is a new thing where they took the Kanban mechanism and made a robot game out of it. So they took Kanban's little mechanisms and built a smaller, lighter game out of it. And I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole. It's called Bot something or other. Bot something or other. But anyway.
Bot gonna buy it.
That's actually pretty good. All right, so Lisboa, I still enjoy it quite a bit. I
Cameron.
still rate it a 9. It's just got some dropsies. It was like in the middle of the pack of my top 100. It's probably down towards the bottom-ish of my top 100 now. It's just, it took forever to teach this.
Well, that might have been partly my
And
fault.
Rebecca-
and I
and
apologize.
Rebecca-
I was so tired.
Rebecca was
so
not
tired.
firing on all cylinders, so
I
to
was
speak.
Not. I was
And
I
yeah,
should not have played
I just,
any sort of heavy game.
but I still love it. I still love it. It's still one of the big 5 Lacerda games for me. It just went from probably number 3 down to number 5. So there you go.
Cameron's on fire tonight. So he says, "Are you saying this game's a disaster?"
I see what you did there.
I like this. I like this.
He must have played Lisboa because he knows the theme. Ah! Let's move on. Number 5. My number 5 game.
know
This one's a
why.
9
That's
as well. Got a little practice in.
Did
I
you?
played some Splendor for the World Series of Board Gaming. About 90 days away. Oh my gosh. It's like
You need to be cracking into those games more. Everyone's telling you that.
I know. I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go on like on a street corner and set the games up and just invite people to play.
That's
Anyway, got to play Dominant Species, and I was definitely the dominant species. My little birds just annihilated the little amphibians, so I'm at least 2 player.
My little sad geckos.
The little
tried
geckos
so
got
hard.
eaten by the birds.
We tried hard, okay?
They did. They tried. They were the little engine that couldn't.
Oh my gosh.
It was fun.
It was aggressive. And
I was mean because I'm practicing.
yeah, he's practicing. And
Normally, I would not be so mean.
I put up a good fight.
I was brutally mean.
You were brutally mean, though.
I was
but
brutally
I
mean.
put up a decent fight.
You did.
I did. Because you know I'm not
Almost
by
doubled
nature
your score, but
brutally
yeah.
mean. Yeah, I did. No, I'm not talking about your score. I'm saying for me.
Oh, you did great.
Compared to you, you know what? Oh,
Anyway, Dominant Species, you don't know what this is. It's a worker placement game.
the Alpha Hunter.
That is area control, and it is mean on top of mean on top of brutally mean and more mean. It is aggressive. It is attacky. You almost consider it a worker placement war game in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It is a GMT game which produces a lot of war games.
Honestly,
it is really mean.
This is probably my number 1 now of games I shouldn't like but do. Because time and again, it just playing it again proves how just brutally mean this game is. I should hate this game. I should hate every bit of this game.
It
But
is
it's
brutal.
really well designed. It's
It is.
a really good game. And as long as you're not going to take anything personally, even
It
if
feels
someone's
like a
talking
war game.
smack,
It literally
war-
feels like a war game.
Yeah,
the
it
way
really
you're
does.
the way you're annihilating troops and killing
Yeah, at
everybody.
the end of the round, and you just go out, and it's like, oh, I just got smacked. Oh, birds ate me. Oh, look, there's now icebergs in place of my home.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. We're good. We're a little.
but it's a good game.
You know what I mean?
It is
mean.
it is long. It's about an hour per player.
Yep.
And it's mean. It's just mean. If you don't like mean games, don't play this.
This is not for you.
And it's not like even like it take that cards. It's
No,
like
this is
it's
just like
it's tears and sadness.
You could feel personally attacked playing this game.
That's why I love it so much.
It's good though. It's such a good game.
Anyway,
So-
Dominant Species.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I got destroyed.
I'm gonna
got
when we get back from Dice
very
Tower
destroyed.
Con, that's gonna go on the table permanent for a week or 2, and I'm just gonna play 4-player by myself.
Yep.
Learning, trying different tactics and stuff.
Yep.
More to come on that.
Truth.
All right, so my number 4, it is a 9 as well. We were introduced to this by the infamous Tommy.
Another infamous person.
Very infamous. Nay notorious. Nay nefarious, Tommy.
Nefarious.
Domination! We played, this is another one we played live. We played this one live. After 2 hours or however long it took us to play, Rebecca, spoilers. Mute your screen, mute your volume for like 5 seconds. You don't want to know what happened. Okay. Rebecca won by a single point. It was like 236 to 237 or some insanity. What happened?
It was amazing.
It's an awesome game.
It was
It's
ridiculous. We did completely different tactics.
Yeah.
Like completely different tactics.
It's a Civ themed game. It's more abstract than Civ, but it does have has different technologies you can get. But it's super abstract. It's
Doritos.
very abstract about matching up little gem colors and building out this little tree of matching gems and all this other stuff. But you get superpowers, civilization superpowers. You get writing and theater and all that kind of theocracy and all sorts of all sorts of stuff. Theocracy.
No, it's a great game full of Doritos and squares and little weird Lego pieces and the epitome of cool. Thanks, Coraloo.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
It's
funny because it's got those funky pieces and it's got weird shaped cardboard monuments of different shapes and things, and they have different conditions on how you put them on the board, and you can fight for supremacy on those, which I failed horribly at somehow. Like that was one of Hunter's sticks.
I did went all in on monuments.
Yeah, he got both monuments.
I probably scored like 150 points just off monuments.
And I didn't even hardly focus on those, and yet because of the weird voodoo stuff I was doing on mine board.
Voodoo, that's not technology.
That's why I won, baby.
Apparently, cheating using unauthorized technologies. Anyway, Dominations. If you like Civ games and abstract games, then it might be the game for you.
You know they do not have it in Cool Ranch. Sorry, Cameron.
But number 3 is the 9 as well. One of our favorite, and maybe our favorite midweight Euro game. What I consider a midweight Euro game. That is Crown of Imara.
I think compared to some of the other games that we've mentioned, it's definitely a middleweight game. There's a lot going on in this.
It's a Euro game. The Euro game. It's really Euro-y of Uranus. Anyway, there's 2. It's rondels. There's 2 rondels. One is your resources. You got a little worker guy moving around collecting resources, and you got another guy walking around in town spending your resources. Each turn you're playing 3 cards. You can pick which of the 2 dudes you're moving. You move the resource guy, or you can move the spending resource guy. And each card that you play has a superpower, and you pick whether you play 1 card, and you can play it on a 1, 2, or 3, and we're going to move 1, 2, or 3 spaces, and you get a superpower on the card. Cycle through your deck twice, game's over. Anything to add?
No, but for some reason, when you said that, it kind of gave me like this metaphor of me making all the mad teacher money, and then you go spending it all on board games. It's like 2 sides of the board.
Well, half of that. But the gimmick, one of the gimmicks in this game, besides the double rondel stuff and choosing which one you're going to do, it has kind of a scoring similar to Rajas of the Ganges, where no, it's not Rajas. What am I thinking of?
Where they cross. No, not Rajas. Which game is that?
No,
you've got 2 tracks, and is it Western? No, not Western Legends.
No, it's what's the name of it? Oh, you have the monks and the Heaven and Ale. It has the same scoring system as Heaven and Ale, where you have you're scoring 2 different tracks, and whichever one you're the least in is the one you actually score. So you're trying to keep them kind of even-ish because your lesser of the 2 is your actual score.
That's right. Okay.
It's if you like Euro games, you're gonna like this game. It's really good.
It's neat, and it's one of those that's addictive. As soon as you finish playing it, even though you've spent what was it, an hour-ish on it, you just want to set it up and play it again. It's like, I want to try something different with that. Yeah, it's so much fun.
This one's it's like less than an hour for us for 2 players. It's a little bit longer with more players. So, Crown of Imara, it's a good one. It's over before you know it. You're like, the game's over, and it's over. All right, let's move to the big 2. This one's not a 10, but it's like right.
How is this not a 10?
Right.
How is this not a 10?
Because I don't like the way the mana or the magic or
that
whatever,
part.
the space energy, how the energy works in this game.
Space energy, is it the Force?
Gaia Project, one of Rebecca's all-time favorites. I love it too. It's in my top probably 30 games, and
it's so pretty.
Like I said, it's right on the border of a 10. It's like right there, like a 9. It's a 9.8.
I will allow this.
But you can talk about it because this was what, your number 2 game?
Maybe.
Of all time last year?
Maybe. Or number 3. But yes.
I don't know. It's top 5 for you anyway.
It's for sure that this is a heavy monster of a game, but it's got so much to offer for anybody that's interested in space themes and tech trees and heavy Euros in general, because you've got this cool map. You go out and explore the planets, and based off of your race, different types of planets are better for you. And it's asymmetrical, so what's good for me, what planets work best for me are not the same as what works for the rest of the players. So everybody's kind of going after different planets, trying to get them within your range, which you can expand your range by advancing on your tech trees, of course, one of the awesome things about this game. But you can't go too crazy on the tech trees. You can't just focus on that because you can't master all of those things. And there's some insanely good benefits to getting to the top of one of those. So you want to kind of focus in on that, but then extend what you're focusing in on that to use that as your strategy for how you want to explore and settle in the galaxy. So there's all this like crazy planning and shenanigans going on in your head. Kind of melts your brain a little bit, but it's neat because it's again asymmetrical to your race. So what you're doing is not going to be probably the same tactic as the other players, but you're still going to be racing in some aspects to try to get, up certain tech trees. If you choose to be going up the same tech trees, you want to be there first because there's only one person that can go to the top point and get all the mad victory points and stuff like that. You can build federations, which sounds very Star Trek-y. I already like the appeal of that, which the first couple times we played this game, the Federation thing totally eluded me because I was like, how do I get enough planets?
You seem to grasp it this time.
Oh, yeah, I understand it way better now. I understand it because before I just couldn't understand. I'm like, how do you make this thing work? And you have satellites and but it's it's just another aspect of the game because you could completely ignore that, but you'd be missing out on a chunk of victory points.
You can't completely ignore Federations.
You can't completely ignore it, but you can kind of stink at it and still hobble along okay.
I guess.
I'm saying not great, but you could. It's much better if you stay in the Federation because you want to stay competitive with everybody on these different tracks as you're going through the game. Oh, it's so heavy though. There's so much to think about. Because then there's also, you got to get these little green magical, I always call them Borg cubes, but they're just little cube things. They're kind of like a super wild, but they're also incredibly rare. So it almost feels like a waste if you use them as just a wild because they're used for specific planet developments and stuff. Oh man, just so much to like muddle through in this game. Good brain melter. So if you're in the mood for a heavy duty brain melter, this is like perfect game.
The only thing I would add is if you play Terra Mystica, this is Terra Mystica in space.
Oh,
it's very, very similar. The only thing that's really different that I recall is the tech trees. In the Terra Mystica, you have I think cult tracks that you do, and they don't really give you much benefits. This one has tech tracks that give you crazy, super insane, powerful benefits. So got a little more going on. It's kind of, I consider it Terra Mystica Plus. This is kind of a polarizing game. Some people are like, Terra Mystica is the best game ever, and this is derivative.
I'll die on this hill.
What is it? Derivative garbage.
Wow.
And like us, we probably would never play Terra Mystica unless someone really, really, really wanted to play it and it was like their favorite game ever. We would play this game over that.
Any day of the week.
7 days a week.
That's right.
And twice
I'm just showing you
on
again,
Sunday.
Corlew. See that? Matches. Boom. Just saying.
That's so meta. All right. And last but not least, one of my few perfect 10s. I think about my top 20 games of all time are perfect 10s, which is about my top 1% of games get a 10. And that is, and this is a stand-in box because we didn't want to pull the big giant box down, Star Trek Fleet Captains.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one of the ones we played. We played this one live as well. Rebecca annihilated me. Oh, I forgot to tell you to turn off the mute. Rebecca annihilated me. If you just want to see me just getting spanked at one of my favorite games of all time, you should watch the live play of Fleet Captains. She federated me.
I'm not sure you're allowed to say that on live TV.
Whoa. All right. Fleet Captains is one of our favorite games. It's, what is it on our combined? It's probably like number 1 or 2.
It's crazy high.
Or 3.
It's really...
Is it number 1?
Maybe.
No, number 3. It's our number 3 combined top 100 game of all time. We love it. It's great. It's awesome. If you want to know more about it, watch the live play. But in general, it's going out, completing missions, blowing up ships, it's countering all kinds of Star Trek-y things, putting crew from all the different eras all in the same place, all kinds of craziness.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. It's fun. It's hilarious. I got at one point in the game, I got hit by some kind of weird anomaly. It blew up half blew up my ships. And Rebecca's like, come over and blew my ship up. And as revenge, I went and destroyed the Voyager. Spoilers.
That was actually really funny.
I annihilated the Voyager in revenge for blowing up the
chat was getting bloodthirsty by then.
They were. They're like, kill.
Voyager.
Anyway, one of our favorite games of all times. It's awesome. It is super fun. It is the best Star Trek game ever.
So much.
Not even there's not well. I think there's one close. She considers there's not anything close to it. So that's it. That's 11 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
I
9,
saw
11.
in the chat someone mentioned earlier. I don't even remember who. Like, did Hunter get a tan? And then I realized I was like, no, I'm actually showing more skin than usual, and I'm so sun sensitive that I probably should have worn.
For me, this is crazy tan.
He is crazy tan.
I don't
I'm
tan.
crazy bleached like
Is that wacky LARPing stuff that I do where you go out in you go out in the world and do things.
Oh my gosh, I can get out in the world, but I have to wear like all this sun protection now. I'm such a wuss. It's so sad. What's this? My arms look darker.
Yeah. All right.
It's this.
That's it.
Blinding.
That's it. On to the next segment. Let's see. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one. That was weird. It cut back to us before the music ended.
I'm ready. Okay,
weird.
you guys know the drill. So what are you going to do? You're going to give us something that we need to rank a top 5 for. It could be about board games. It could be about something else.
5 on the spot.
On the spot, 5 things that you would like us to randomly rank. Pick something, throw it in the chat, and we will possibly choose it. Go. There's a delay. I'm having way too much fun with this.
While they're thinking, I need a tasty beverage.
Oh. By the way, Tommy, you got me hooked on these sparkling ice thingies.
Where did I put my tasty
Thank
beverage?
you for the sparkling water things.
Oh, there it is. It's over here.
For those of you that have Kroger, I think it's just Kroger brand, right, Tommy? Sparkling ice. Nom. This episode brought to you by, I wish, no sponsors, none for you, sparkling ice.
Have we got anything yet?
Top 5 essential movies, top 5 ancient civilizations, top 5 sci-fi films of all time, top 5 barbecue or potluck dishes, top 5 places to celebrate Canada Day, ooh, top 5 goals for DTE, top 5 LCGs or CCGs. Wow.
All right, pick one.
Wow. I'm overwhelmed. Those are all good.
There's a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones.
You guys are on fire tonight.
You guys are on your game.
I need to borrow the mouse so I can scroll through that again and look at that because I'm serious. Like, what do you have a preference? Did you have one that popped up?
I would say what's calling to me top 5 ancient civilizations and top 5 goals for Dice Tower East.
Okay, so we're doing both?
No, that's the 2 you can pick from.
Oh, okay.
No, I split. You choose.
Ooh, look at you getting all gamery to the game. Ooh, okay. Oh, top 5, bottom 5 list, Nathan.
Oh, is our microphone dead?
No.
I think I may have shut mine off. I sit on my microphone.
Hunter's mic went out. Did you sit on your microphone? Is that like butt dialing? Is that the modern equivalent of butt dialing? But
hello. Oh, my mic is out. That's weird.
What?
Hello, computer.
Mic check for Hunter. Do I need to lean closer to you now?
Hello.
Is he on?
I'm very low. Let me go.
No, you're.
Hello. I'm coming to your mic. I bet.
You are. What just happened? Why is it being so hateful on your mic? All right, for picking, let's do Dice Tower East goals.
Hello. Yeah, my mic is dead.
Yeah, it's dead, Jim.
It's dead, Jim.
Hello, computer. I love it.
What'd you
I love
pick?
a tractor. I said the top 5 goals for Dice Tower East. I think you said goals, right? Goals for Dice Tower East? For Dice Tower East. So in case you missed one of our previous episodes where we were chatting about it, we're going to Dice Tower East, and that's going to be in, what, a week?
No,
Less than a week? It is dead. Top 5 tops. You guys are top 5 red shirts. Oh, man. If I was better with names, I could tell you they're... Oh, I like that one too. You guys keep giving me all these good ones. We're gonna do the top. I'm gonna stick with the board game theme this week. I usually like to go off the rails because it's funnier, but
all right,
hold on a second. We have to. I don't want to get extra time and cheat on this. So
we'll be back.
get a cake from a vending machine, like I saw people posting from Dice Tower. Oh yeah, I remember seeing the things people get excited about, right? At least I can write my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on my list.
How about now? Aha!
What happened? What was the difference?
Something got unplugged. Hello. Yep.
Did
You're
you turned it off?
No. There's a little divider.
Oh, you unplugged that.
Yeah.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
I did. I
Did
tried
you
turning it
delete
on
your
and off
cookies?
everything. Goals for Dice Tower East. Go.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. Here we go.
Wow, top 5 goals. This is good. You know what? I keep forgetting. I need to have you make some little like musical playlist to play while we're doing our top 5s. You know, so there's not like this looming silence. Of course, you guys, Jared's just a dang we can hear him.
Why are you guys so mean to me?
Oh my gosh, because you just
I'm an easy target, huh?
Yeah, you need humbling, honey. It's just.
Does watching Thor count?
Oh, you wicked! That's making it really hard not to do that. Talking about bailing and going and watching that movie. Oh my goodness. Let's see here.
I don't think we'll accomplish all these, but I got some goals.
Do you?
I do have some goals. That's a lot. I just invented the a goal.
You invented a goal.
Yeah, I invented
Isn't that
the
point of this? I think that's the point of this, right?
Who haven't we played?
Oh, that's a good way to do it too, Nathan. Yeah, pick 5 games that you'd like to play with others if you're going to Dice Tower East. I like that. Yeah, planning ahead.
All right. My goals, they're extreme and they may not happen. But you gotta plan big. You gotta go big. Not easy. My goals are very, very difficult.
Wow, mine are not.
Mine are
probably generic and boring.
Mine are very difficult and extremely specific.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gardner.
What?
He wanted to go to Dice Tower East, but ran out of vacation time.
I'm having to work. I'm working half days all through it. So.
I know. Full half days?
Oh, I gotta order these. Holy good goodness.
Oh my gosh, sure was thinking we were done. Number 1, wake up in the morning. Serious.
I'm gonna go 5.
Oh, I think all of mine are great. I just don't know how hard they are to achieve.
2,
I'm hoping that they're
3.
relatively easy to achieve.
Well, this may upset some people now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Are you picking like your top 5 best friends or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow. It's
all right.
MySpace.
Here we go. Who's going first?
Is this MySpace?
Rock, paper, scissors. Ready, go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Boom. I go first.
I hate you.
My number 5.
Fine.
Play a new, came out within the last year.
Okay.
Heavy Euro game.
Wow. Okay. When are you gonna find time for that? 2 a.m.
Maybe.
Nice. Hector, I'm number 1. What a nerd. Okay, cool. I love that.
We know we're going to be gaming with them all day. They're not, Hector, you're not on the list. We're going to play like 40 games with you, so you're not on the list.
Spoilers. Okay, number 5. Go swimming with the kiddos.
Bah!
As you can see,
we have a private pool for our villa.
Okay, hoity-toity. The regular pool is great enough.
No, the regular pool is awesome. The private pool is man.
As you can see, I have to wear significant sunblock and wear hats and be a total marm when I go swimming anymore because I'm like almost allergic to the sun. It's so bad. So that will be an adventure for me. Thank you very much. And it's going to be an awesome time and I can't wait.
All right.
So there.
My number 4. At least one big group game.
I like
10 or more players.
I like that.
I already have Blood on the Clock Tower scheduled, so that one doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't count in this.
So
okay.
I'm talking like a big game of Times Up Total Recall, or maybe a big giant game of
Telestrations. Yeah.
Something big, like a big giant 10 person game.
The submarine game.
That's only 8.
Oh. Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. Yeah.
I think Pitt only plays up to 6.
Whatever, we can do that.
No, I want 10 plus.
Add a couple of partners in crime for Pitt.
What's your number 4?
I like that. My number 4, try at least 3 new games.
Oh, I want to try at least a dozen new games.
Well, I'm hoping, like I said, some of these are kind of stuff. But I'm like talking like brand spanking new.
All right, my number
Very, very
3. So we're getting extremely
You know me, I like to
specific.
replay
We're
stuff.
getting extremely specific now, and if feelings are hurt, I apologize.
No. Oh no.
So we've played, name dropping here. We played games with Tom.
Okay.
We played games with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Played games with Kenny.
And Roy.
We played games with Roy. But we have not played a game with Mike.
Oh, we have not.
And we have not played a game with Camilla.
We have
and we
not.
have not played a game with Wendy.
We have not.
So
we got to try to track them down.
So we're going to corner them.
We are. That's kind of creepy.
And hold their favorite game out and make them play with us now.
That'd be kind of fun. That'd be really cool.
So yes,
maybe that'll be.
We're on the lookout for Mike, Camilla, and Wendy. You know you're not watching this, but we're totally going to stalk you.
We played games with Eric. Yeah, we played games with. In fact, I played a mega game with Eric.
We played games with Eric. Yes.
Yeah.
Who else? Is Eric going to be there? I guess he is.
Probably.
Yeah, we played games with Eric.
Oh yeah, we're playing games with Z. We have a tradition.
Oh, we played tons of games. Don't spoilers. What's your number 3?
My number 3. Again, this may be kind of cheesy, but I want to replay a couple of my like favorite games that I haven't gotten to play in a long time. Which is kind of on this list.
That's what this is.
Yeah, that's kind of what that is too, but with more players, not just 2-player. So I'm just saying, like
Viticulture would be a good one.
Yeah, that would. That's what I'm saying.
So that's your number 1.
Oh yeah, I played Crystal. She's fun, and Jason. Jason's fun to play games with.
We played Jason, Crystal.
Yep, they're both fun to play games with.
I don't know if we played a game with Mandy or.
I have.
Oh, you have? I haven't.
Mandy's fun to play games with too.
And Suzanne, I don't think. I don't know if I played with Suzanne.
I played a game with Suzanne too.
All right. Well,
yeah. So
my number 2. My number 2. We always forget to take pictures with people.
That is a good one, and I probably should have had that.
We
in place of
always
my
forget
number 3.
to take pictures.
That's a really good idea.
We need to take pictures.
Well, you know what? We need to do more montage stuff for
we need
like
to do more
show
pictures because we
show thing.
It's always an afterthought. Like usually at the end of the game, we snap a rando picture, and that's all we get.
I mean, to a point though. I'm kind of with Tom on this though. If you spend the whole time taking pictures too, you're not actually enjoying the moment as much. But I think there's a happy medium here.
Yeah, we end up with like 10 pictures.
Yeah,
and we should have a lot more than 10.
Yeah, not
10,000. More pictures.
Yeah, right?
More pictures.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, what's your number?
I put for number 2 to make sure that we actually attend some show shenanigans and stuff.
There's no shows.
They're not doing any.
No, they're doing they're doing like 3 or 4 shows.
Okay, because sometimes I end up having to bail out because of Munchkins or something, and
we
I'm
have 2 Wits and Wagers shows.
Yes. You guys can join my
Ignacy
team.
is doing like a bunch of shows.
Oh, is he?
And,
how fun. Okay.
And I think that's it. Ooh. Anyway, more shows. Yeah, there's not as many shows at Dice Star East anymore. And number one.
Pictures. He does. His accent is very, is very Texan. Cameron says it sounds like you're saying pictures.
Pictures?
Like pictures of water.
I apologize in advance. I was born and raised in Texas, and I say things a little weird. All right, my number 1. My number 1. Whether he knows it or not. Sunday games with Z. That's all. That's all you. You gotta make that happen.
I already prompted it. I already texted him like, I hope you don't have any plans.
It seems like it's weird because we try to play games with Z like the whole con. He's always busy. He's always running around doing Z-like things. Yep. And we all end up grabbing us Sunday morning and we play a few games.
It's so much fun.
Before we bug out. We usually have to leave early because we fly, but we're driving this time so we can actually stay.
Yep.
A little bit later.
We're gonna have a good time.
Sunday games with Z.
That's fun. Tradition. And I put my number 1. It's very cheesy, mushy, and Hector kind of spoiled it. Way to go.
Con friends!
Con friends. I always call them con friends because it sounds like
they're my con friends.
My con friends. Like I have this criminal underground. But no, like this is the highlight of it because it seems like with everybody moving and changing places and shifting and COVID and everything else, like we don't see people very much anymore. And then this is like our one chance to get to.
Well, that's going to happen. That's not a goal.
It is for me. I want to make sure everybody that wants to play a game, we get to play a game with kind of thing. Like there's people that I only see like at Dice Tower that it would be fun to actually catch the game, and stuff instead of just saying hi and just hanging out for a little bit, like actually play some games.
You say Hector says he misses us. Let's see how he feels Sunday morning after we've been living together for 6 days.
I know.
All right. That is our 5 on the spot. So I think that's going to be it for
Pro
tonight. It's going to be all for this evening. No show next week, July 5th. We
No
will
show.
not have a
No
show. We'll be at Dice Tower Con.
It's true, though.
So no show on the 5th. July 12th, assuming we get back from the trip and able to get,
Assuming we make it back.
well, in a reasonable time to put the show together, we're going to do a Dice Tower recap show on July 12th. July 12th, Dice Tower recap. Because we're getting in town on the 11th. So, supposedly.
So, Cora Lou asks, are you taking your I'm no longer into games kids? You know what's funny? They say that. But then it'll be like, oh, I get to play a game with Jeff and Bailey. And then they'll play a game. It's hilarious. Like, maybe the oldest didn't play a game with us much during BGG, but I found out we played a bunch of games with our friends. And so, you know.
Yeah.
They say these things, but then we can snooker them into playing games. It's great.
Nessa played several games with us, but not a lot.
Yeah.
So it'll be hitting us. Yeah, they're going to live at the pool.
They're going to try. They're going to try to drag me to the pool too. Yeah. Yes, we will be ex-cons on the 12th. I like this. I like where this is going. Ex-cons, yes.
Recovered cons.
And we're not Con Air this year because we're driving. Get that reference? You get that? Nicolas Cage? Con Air? Flying? Yeah. Yeah. I was inspired by Cameron and his bad jokes. I'm just saying.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up a hair early, just a hair early tonight. I was gonna do the tour of the game room, but we're still got boxes everywhere. So
whoops.
So that will have to wait.
That was my bad.
That will have to wait. We're still unpacking. We literally had to pack up the entire house.
Yeah.
And now we have to unpack the entire house.
But we're also like doing the mad. Oh, you know what? This is the time.
Yeah, we're purging a lot of extra stuff. So hopefully it won't be the 12th, but maybe on the 17th.
We're trying.
We'll do the game room tour.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, I looked around and I was like, oh nope, there's boxes everywhere.
I forgot about that box over there.
And there's boxes over there and there.
Oh well,
no one.
Those just need broken down. Those are empty boxes.
All right.
I'm making progress.
So we're probably not going to be any more playthroughs this week because we're trying to get unpacked as much as we can before we go to Dice Tower. Then we're at Dice Tower next week. Yep. So the live plays will probably commence the week of the 12th, 11th, 12th.
Yes, more
week.
Games. More games.
So we got it pretty much ironed out how we're going to do live plays, and we're going to leave it basically set up. So
I can't wait for you to show off this monstrosity.
It's not going to be it's going to be just like the other ones. There's going to be no warning. Usually there will be no warning. It's going to be, we're going to set it up. We're going to hit play, and you might get 5 or 10 minutes. And Rebecca will try to tweet it out. So a couple things to help you to watch our live plays. If you want to watch our live plays while they're going on, subscribe, do the bell, and follow Rebecca R.Thomason42 on Twitter, and she tweets out when we're going live. So
I also tweet a lot of random stuff, so I apologize in advance.
A lot of teacher Latin garbage if you follow.
I do. A lot of I'm very random. So.
Notice I said garbage.
What'd you say?
Huh? What?
What did you say?
What?
Nonsense?
Bye!
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.